In September 2025, China's Yunnan Province was struck by a powerful flooding event that left a deep impact on communities, landscapes, and infrastructure. Yunnan, known for its rugged mountains and fertile valleys, often faces seasonal rains. But this month the downpours intensified beyond expectations. What began as weeks of steady rain soon escalated into dangerous floods that swept across towns and villages, leaving behind destruction and uncertainty for thousands of families. The flooding developed rapidly after heavy rains overwhelmed local rivers and streams. Waters surged through valleys, causing sudden inundations in low-lying settlements. Small creeks, usually peaceful, turned into violent torrents carrying mud, rocks, and debris. Villagers had little time to react as streets and farmlands were submerged within hours. In several counties, residents were forced to evacuate to higher ground, with many spending nights in temporary shelters set up by authorities. Yunnan's steep terrain amplified the disaster. Rainfall running down sharp slopes gathered immense force, turning into flash floods that destroyed bridges and damaged roads. Landslides followed in many areas, burying homes and blocking critical transport routes. Rescue workers struggled to reach remote communities, and helicopters had to be deployed to deliver food and supplies. For those cut off from the outside world, survival depended on cooperation among neighbors and local volunteers. The agricultural sector, a lifeline for many in Yunnan, suffered extensive damage. Rice paddies, cornfields, and vegetable farms were drowned under muddy waters. Livestock was lost in large numbers, and terraced fields carved into the mountainsides collapsed in places, erasing years of labor. These losses are not only economic but deeply personal, as generations of farmers have depended on these lands to sustain their families. Infrastructure damage added another layer of hardship. Power lines fell, communication networks were disrupted, and clean water supplies became unsafe in flooded towns. Schools and health facilities suspended operations, pushing communities to depend on improvised centers and mobile clinics. Relief agencies and the Chinese Red Cross moved quickly to distribute food, blankets, and medicine, but the sheer scale of the disaster meant recovery would take time. Beyond the physical destruction, the flooding highlighted human resilience. Stories emerged of villagers forming human chains to rescue children, of volunteers rowing small boats through fierce currents to deliver supplies, and of communities uniting despite their losses. These acts of courage reminded the world that even in crisis, solidarity can be a powerful force. Environmental concerns now loom large. As waters recede, silt and debris remain, along with the risk of pollution carried downstream from industrial areas. Experts stress the importance of soil restoration, reforestation, and improved riverbank protection to reduce future vulnerabilities. Climate unpredictability makes such measures increasingly urgent for Yunnan and other regions across China. Government support has already been pledged, with emergency funds directed toward rebuilding damaged infrastructure and strengthening flood defenses. Plans for better early warning systems and water management are under discussion, as authorities aim to reduce the risk of similar disasters. While nature cannot be fully controlled, preparation and adaptation remain essential. The September 2025 floods in Yunnan Province serve as a reminder of how quickly life can change under the force of nature. They reveal the challenges of living in a region where beauty and danger often exist side by side. Yet they also highlight the strength of the human spirit, as the people of Yunnan push forward with determination to rebuild and restore what was lost. Thank you for watching this report. If you found the content informative, please consider subscribing and sharing. Your support helps us continue bringing educational and awareness-focused coverage of natural events around the world.